With Hypixel Skyblock receiving yet another update, some major fixes have been pushed through to finally resolve enchantment issues. On top of this, we have some important news to discuss about previous changes which were reverted. My name is Derailious and welcome back to Skyblock News. But before we get into any of that, I want to say thank you guys for all the support, but only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you could hit that button down below as well as liking the video, it really would mean a ton. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off with the most important news of the day, the final pig relic has been found and now the Blood God Shrine is officially complete. This has been something a few weeks in the making at this point, and we don't necessarily know what it'll bring. Honestly, I'm still hedging my bets that it involves the ancient pig that was talked about with Techno's mayorship, but we'll just have to wait and see about it. Honestly, seeing this finally be finished is pretty cool. Seeing all 7 pig relics just float around above the shrine is awesome, and the fact that it's finally over, it's just great to see. Make sure you pick up any items you want from the Techno shop though, as it likely will be leaving after the event ends. As a bit of a major update to this situation, the ancient pig has actually arrived. Upon clicking on him for the first time, you are able to get the flying pig item, which is a pet item. This item grants your pig pet the ability to fly while on your private island, and while active, your hose can break crops from 50 blocks away. On top of this, you also don't need to hold a carrot on a stick to control your pig. This is an excellent overall item, and will make pig pets incredibly important for farming specifically. Moving on to the ancient pig itself, it has a combat buff at the moment which will change out every 20 minutes for the next 2 days. This is basically the buff system that Technoblade had, but on the pig specifically, so make sure you're on the lookout for that. Moving on to our next bit of news, this one's going to serve as a bit of a retraction. Basically, a few days back, I stated that sword swapping was removed from the game, and this came off of information directly from the admins. However, as you can see on screen now, sword swapping is still in the game. A lot of people already knew this, and I do want to apologize. I did not mean to mislead people. That was just the admins stating that they were going to do something, and they didn't follow through with it. So, as you can see, sword swapping is still in the game. Feel free to take advantage of it. Moving on to our next piece of news, 2 major enchantments which were broken have been fixed, both of which are bow related. These 2 enchantments, Overload and Piercing, ranged from completely useless to completely overpowered. I'll be going over both of them now. Starting off with the Overload enchantment, it is the easier of the 2 to talk about, as beforehand it was completely broken. Basically, when you tried firing a bow, it would not proc at all, meaning that you would get none of the bonus damage it entails. This was a pretty major issue, and it has been completely fixed from what it seems. Some people are claiming that you're only able to use that enchantment while you're shifting, but I don't necessarily know if this is the case. If it is, please let me know in the comments down below, as that really does help out. Piercing is probably the most important enchantment to talk about in this case, due to it being the most broken. Basically, prior to this fix, the enchantment did 2.1 billion damage to basically any mob in the game, including Master Mode dungeon bosses. This was used to some crazy effect, specifically in Master Mode Floor 6, as you can see on screen now. The devs obviously weren't particularly happy with people one-shotting their hardest bosses, so they decided to patch it up. Honestly, I think it's pretty funny at the end of the day, and I think that these clips really go to show how crazy things in Skyblock can truly get. Moving on to our final piece of news, as you can see below me, the patch related to the ghosts has been reverted. You can now see them again, and honestly I think this is a pretty great change for not only sorrow farmers, but people just starting out and trying to fight them. The fact that they were completely invisible was a bit overpowered on their end, so this has been fixed. Overall, this update definitely serves as one of the least controversial ones over the last few weeks, fixing up some bugs and just generally making the game a bit better for the people playing it. Overall though, my name is Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, please make sure to like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out everybody.